it's just frustrating for a small business. You know, it's not like we have deep pockets to go out and buy another one.
That Tigard business owner is talking about a big financial burden he's now facing after thieves took off with his trailer. How you can help the restaurant recover during one of its busiest times of the year. And breaking overnight, a fire gutted a dispensary in southwest Portland. What we know this morning, plus.
I'm actually just starting, okay? Because I haven't done any Christmas shopping because I've been so busy with business.
Me too, Connie. Lots to do, and I bet a lot of you watching at home are in the same boat too. How the downtown Portland pop-up shops can help. Coming up at 5:45. KGW News at Sunrise starts right now. Well, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ashley Grahams, filling in for Drew Carney and China Green. We're going to start with a look at your forecast. Meteorologist Chris McGinnis joining us now. Chris, lots of folks hitting the road today and tomorrow getting out.
And today's probably the best day to do it, too, because we've got a break in the otherwise parade of storms that will bring us repeated rain to the Portland-Vancouver metro area, the I-5 corridor, and most of our viewing area over the next several days. This morning, though, with the sky trying to clear from yesterday's rain, we're starting to see some patchy fog forming. It's 47 last check at PDX. Scappoose is now down into the low 40s, or upper 30s, I should say, down to a quarter-mile visibility in fog. Hillsborough has slipped to 2 miles in some fog, and we've got thick fog as you get south towards Corvallis and Eugene as well. So be aware of that this morning. The plan for today, patchy fog, a dry start. We may even see some sun breaks if we're fortunate. I do have rain returning by about 5 o'clock, give or take. Let me show you a futurecast real quick and roll the clock on our computer model. It shows rain hitting the Oregon coast mid-afternoon and then starting to creep into the valley a bit later on today. That will be the beginning of what will be several rounds of rain in our 7-day forecast. We'll look at that coming up in just a few. Let's get you out the door. Quick look at the roads. There is Interstate 84 and the westbound traffic with the taillights moving from right to left or from top to bottom across the screen. That looks pretty good. Looks like a disabled vehicle there over on the Sunset. It's hard to see there. It's in the dark over on the left-hand side of your screen, but very light volume. Right now, Ashley, it looks like we are getting around just fine on the freeways.
Thank you so much, Chris. Early this morning, firefighters put out a fire in southwest Portland. The fire damaged a dispensary on Southwest 13th and Barver Boulevard. Police told our reporter on scene that they cut off power to the dispensary to help firefighters. There's no word yet on the cause. And Portland police are investigating a stabbing near the Lloyd Center this morning. Our Thomas Schultz joins us live from the scene. Thomas, you talked with police not too long ago.
Yeah, Ashley, I did, and they tell us that 2 people were stabbed in this stabbing. Now, this was going on all morning long, this investigation out here on Northeast 2nd. About 30 minutes ago, police wrapped up their on-scene investigation, though police say this all started when they saw a woman running around this area of Northeast. They tried to talk to her, and she ran toward the Crown Plaza. Here, police say she stabbed 2 people. Both have been taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A witness told us one person was stabbed in a room off to the side of the entryway of the hotel. That has not been confirmed by police, so they were over there about an hour ago taking pictures of that room and of that area. Here's what else that witness told us this morning.
And then I heard screaming on the inside. I didn't see what happened, but I heard screaming and her yelling, "Help me, help me." And then they arrested her right here on the sidewalk.
Now, once again, police say that 2 people have been taken to the hospital. Both are suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. As for that suspect, that woman has been detained. Ashley.
Yes. And we're working to learn more about a shooting in southeast Portland that sent a person to the hospital. It happened around 1:30 yesterday outside the Plaid Pantry at Southeast 52nd and Holgate Boulevard. Police have not yet provided any other information about this shooting, the victim's condition, or any arrests. Surveillance cameras caught thieves taking off with a trailer owned by a Tigard restaurant, the Tamale House. Now the family-owned business hopes customers will come in and stop by and donate to help them recover from the loss. Here's KGW's John Adams.
For many families, having tamales as part of Christmas celebrations is a yearly tradition.
This time of year is very important for people to get their tamales in their holidays.
Which makes this the busiest time of year for the Tamale House, a Tigard staple for 15 years. But making all of the tamales necessary over the next few days will now be a challenge after thieves stole the restaurant's trailer loaded with supplies.
It was the masa for the tamales, the lard, and the corn husk. three main ingredients for making tamales.
Surveillance video shows a tan SUV pulling into the parking lot early Sunday morning. You can see someone get out of the vehicle to attach it to the trailer before driving away. Jump says the tamale ingredients inside the trailer were worth a few $1,000s. That doesn't even include the value of the trailer itself.
It's just frustrating for a small business. You know, it's not like we have deep pockets to go out and buy another one. That ain't gonna happen.
It will also be a challenge to find enough quality tamale ingredients this time of year to fill their orders.
We need to make 5,000 tamales to cover what's over there in the next 2 days.
Jump says it will most likely take the business around 3 to 4 months to fully recover from the theft. This is his message for the thieves who took it.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. I don't care about. Just bring my trailer back. Drop it off in the parking lot. Drive away. I don't care. I just want my trailer. That's the bottom line.
And that was John Adams reporting. The restaurant has also set up a GoFundMe. If you'd like to help them out, we have a link to that included in our article on KGW.com. And it's official, a New Year's Day rematch, Oregon versus Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. The Buckeyes make it to the college football quarterfinals after destroying Tennessee. Never letting the Volunteers get going, the Buckeyes won 42-17. And the Ducks have been away from game action since they beat Penn State in the Big Ten championship game. That secured the overall #1 seed in the college football playoff and a bye in the first round. Dylan Gabriel has been traveling the awards circuit during his time off.
Just glad I got to represent our guys. You know, I think you look at a body of work as a whole, as a unit. You just appreciate all that goes into it, and I'm glad I could represent them. But met a lot of great people, had a lot of great conversations, so I'm grateful and blessed to be a part of that too.
Of course, our Orlando Sanchez will be in Pasadena for all your Rose Bowl coverage, which starts live on sunrise on the morning of New Year's Eve, and then kickoff is at 2 o'clock on ESPN on Wednesday afternoon. The winner of the Rose Bowl will take on the winner of the Peach Bowl, either Texas or Arizona State. Boise State faces Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl. That game is actually December 31st. The winner there gets the winner of the Sugar Bowl between Georgia and Notre Dame. Chris McGinnis joins us now with a look at the forecast here on this holiday week.
And this holiday week, of the whole week that is today through the weekend, today is probably the driest of the next several days in our forecast. So if you've got some outdoor stuff or maybe you want to do some shopping downtown and whatnot, today looks like a good day, and beyond it starts to get pretty wet. All right, here's our Rose City sky camera right now. Clouds trying to break up a little bit, and that's setting the stage for patchy fog. It's 47 at PDX. It's 44 in Beaverton. Scappoose now has slipped to 37. Scappoose showing up with a quarter-mile visibility and some fog at last check, and Eugene's down to 38. So it's not widespread, but there is thickening fog across the area. Aurora just now checking in with 1.25 mile visibility, and as I mentioned, Scappoose with a quarter-mile visibility in that fog. So not everywhere, but where the sky is clearing, the fog is forming this morning. All right, the big perspective, yesterday's rainmaker is now out of here. We're in a lull between systems, but our next one's already throwing some cloud cover in towards the Oregon coast. We may luck out and actually see a few sunbreaks today. Futurecast is not overly optimistic about that, but we may see some brightening of the sky in any event. Certainly a dry forecast between now and midday. I'll roll the clock on our computer model into the early afternoon. We could start to see some rain returning to the central Oregon coast as early as 2, 3, 4 o'clock. It probably does not get into the Willamette Valley until the afternoon evening commute, and we're hedging towards later in the afternoon evening commute, what commute there is. But in any event, we start to get wet here towards dinner time. It'll be wet overnight tonight, and then tomorrow as that system passes, tomorrow will be kind of a shower and sunbreak kind of day where we might get a little rain and then we'll see some sunbreaks from time to time. So that's the way Christmas Eve day is shaping up. And then let's fast forward into Wednesday, Christmas Day itself. We probably start Wednesday dry, but the next more significant weather maker rolls in during the day. So rain possibly hitting the Willamette Valley by as early as lunchtime on Christmas Day. And from then on, it's a wet go of it. Let me show you the 7-day forecast real quick. And we've been hinting towards the back end of our 7-day being really wet. It's hard to have a discernible break in the rain between Wednesday and Sunday. There are several systems, I count at least 4 in the modeling here that will impact us in those 5 days. And when you put all of that together, actually, we could be looking at maybe 2-3 inches of rain easily in our 7-day forecast when you go from Wednesday and beyond. So again, focusing on today being the driest of the next several in our 7-day forecast. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Well, a heads up, TriMet will be running on a different schedule on Christmas Day. All buses, Max lines, and the Portland streetcar will run on a Sunday schedule. Bus lines that do not run on Sunday will not be in service. Wes also will not be in service.